Hey, I'm so excited for you to get a chance to meet this month's Hewitt's hometown hero, John O'Leary. John is from Webster Groves. He's a best-selling author now. He's a guy who has had this incredible life story and one that you need to hear. And he's this month's Hewitt's hometown hero. He's also the author of the new best-selling book, On Fire.
So at age 9, I am in a fire. I get burned on 100% of my body. 87% is third degree. It is a death sentence. And yet through the love of family, my brother, my sisters, my mom and dad, this community here in St. Louis, I think God worked through their actions and their words. I survived 5 months in the hospital, dozens and dozens of surgeries, years of therapy and challenges, and yet went on and lived a very ordinary, wonderful life, but one that I never talked about the fire. I just kind of hid it behind me until 8 years ago when my mom and dad wrote a book about it. It was an unauthorized biography of my life. It changed my world, though. It allowed me to finally embrace the story and realize that this tragedy that I had always run from and tried to cover up was in reality a triumphant story, a miraculous story, and certainly worthy of at least embracing in the mirror, if not for the public. Yeah, so I grew up in St. Louis, West County kid, De Pere. I live in Webster Groves today. I went to grade school at St. Clements, high school at the Smet Jesuit. St. Louis University is where I went to college. Started a business here, worked down at Cardinal Glennon for a couple years as a hospital chaplain. I'm a big brother. I love St. Louis. And I think my love for it is not just because we have amazing museums and beautiful buildings and a wonderful riverfront and great sports teams. I love St. Louis because of the people. I love St. Louis because of the fabric of the people here, and I love St. Louis because of the heart of the people here. And it's a story we don't hear very frequently because, candidly, the media loves to focus on ashes, and we love to catch the fire up north and the murder down south. And yet if you cut through that, you will find a community that is on fire for goodness, on fire for one another, lit up to serve. And so I was the recipient of this great love as a child in the hospital bed. Some of the celebrities who came in and served me include Jack Buck, include his wife, include Andy Van Slyke and Gino Cavallini with the St. Louis Blues, and all these celebrities. But it doesn't happen without the janitor named Lavelle, who maybe for minimum wage did a phenomenal job day after day after day serving me, cleaning the heck out of my bed. Sissy, the lead burn nurse. Sue, one of my favorite nurses. Dr. Vachiavash, and all these ordinary people who serve quietly in St. Louis and make a difference. And then the letters started pouring in from our communities. The schools started writing them. The prayers started coming in. Blood started being donated. My mom and dad lost their house. They're not homeless, so where do they go? A neighbor volunteered their house. My mom and dad moved into it with my 5 siblings. This neighbor moved into a Howard Johnson with their kids for 4 months so that my mom and dad could have a house. I mean, this is the goodness that is so alive and well in St. Louis if we take time to look for it. You know, today, I travel the world as a speaker. I would prefer to be based in Dallas or Chicago or Atlanta or a place with 160 direct flights.
Sure.
I choose St. Louis. I choose to raise my kids here. I choose to raise a family here. I've been married here for 13 years. I'm going nowhere, man. My mom and dad are here. Where else would you rather be than this gritty community where we've been through some fires ourselves, and yet what we know as we rebuild is our best days remain in front of us. Forget the Rams. I don't care if the Rams are here or not. This community was never about the Rams. It's never really even about sports. It's deeper, it's grittier than that. And I think our best days, I'm buying here. I think our best days for this community remain in front of us.